So we should be good. Let's just double check. There we go. We are live. So I took a couple trades, a couple early trades. I don't like live trading at market open since it could be kind of hectic sometimes, and it requires, I would say, a lot of mental power, you know. But anyways, let's just go over the few trades that I took. I took the shorts at this rejection candle at VWAP. However, this candle right here, I didn't like it, you know, since it came all the way up here. I didn't want it to come right back up, right? This right here, rejection, crazy rejection, right? Then it comes, takes whatever liquidity is gonna take, or a rebalance to a very small time frame gap. I wanted it to go, so because it took the lows and it came right back up, I stopped myself short right there, thinking that it could, if it came all over here, could take the high, and it possibly would take the high, and then come right back down, and it just, then we have this massive candle. I get in for like 1 second down here, and I'm like, nope, that is not a good trade. That candle is just way too crazy. So I didn't take the trade. Now we could see that the trade did end up hitting the zone, the liquidity zone, which is basically just London lows, right? Then what do? Then we come back up to the gap, and we're not sure what to do. We're just messing around, price action. I tried the longs because we had SMT at the highs. Go see ES, right? SMT at the highs, also at a supply zone, which that's kind of my strategy, right? That's kind of what I've been doing these past couple of days. But I guess it didn't work out. It might work out, right? There's still time. But the stop was a little it was a good stop, I think. It was big, so that's why I went into micros. I went into half a mini, basically, right? 5 macros per account. And then we take liquidity again, come all the way to a zone, right? A demand zone. Now, those demand zones are still valid because, well, it does shit like this. So that's why I had that demand zone over there, right? because it's still valid. This is sometimes you shouldn't even pay attention to this. This is crazy, right? This is just a liquidity grab, stopping everyone out that got in long. I probably had to do something with the Trump coin, with the Trump meme coin. I don't know. I heard there was a Trump coin, and if it hasn't happened, it will most likely happen that the coin just dumps, right? And a lot of people make money and a lot of people lose money. Anyways, so we could see that perfect rejection. Now, I didn't get in because there was a clear target up here. I got in because of this little pattern right here that I love so much. This is a breaker, but it's not a breaker that comes back to it's not a breaker the price action comes back to, right? The breaker is boom. We have a basing candle, which is accumulation. Then we take the lows, manipulation. This is all happening in a very small time frame, right? Accumulation. Then this is the manipulation right here. Boom. And then an immediate reversal to what would we call it? Oh, actually, this whole thing, right? Accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. Anyways, I'm gonna delete this. Fuck. So, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Now, because it was so clean, I've seen this happen many times, right? You don't put your stop right here because the breaker was so clean, and we have pretty relative equal candles, right? Like it's not choppy going up, it's straightforward. Because we have that, I put my stop right at the candle's body. Actually, we don't want it to even come close to that, right? In these scenarios, price just goes. Also, another reason why I took the longs was because of it was below the trend, so you could observe the trend, right? Could observe, you know, what would we call it? It's a rough trend, right? Roughly, you know, I tried to get as many rejections as I could, right? Overall trend, I guess. The overall trend. Because it comes below it, there's no clear target, and we have that very clean price action, right? Up to here, 1016. Then I get in the longs, and I say, well, the trend is up here, so it's gonna go above the trend, right? It's gonna rebalance to where it was, right? Making this simply a take on liquidity. It might actually be the manipulation leg, right? And then the distribution, we might have a distribution to that SMT. I totally see that happening. Anyways, the target was well, I just went for a 3-minute supply zone, body to high. So I just had it at the body at 20 in 1 minute because risk reward was great. And that's that. I might start to get in the longs, but let's just examine really what happened here. So just check yes. Okay, so notice how yes has not taken those highs. Um, which means I don't know what it means. What is this? Okay, yeah, that's not. It's nothing. Mhm. We might honestly just go to the high. AM highs. Price action is good, um, but it's not it's not the clearest, right? It's not that clear. Also, it's pretty strong. I mean, this is a 1 minute chart, and look at that, which is good, right? It indicates opportunity. I love to see liquidity as opposed to a market that doesn't move, right? Definitely easier to trade, more liquidity, more volume, volatility. Focus on presidential trade policies. Yeah. So Trump is in office officially. I don't know how that works. But yeah, I think the future looks bright. Politics aside, I think since it is election year, or since it was election year, I think we're going to start another bull run and keep breaking highs. A lot of liquidity here. Yeah. A lot of liquidity. Yeah. So we should get ready to start trading bull runs. You know, kind of the strategy kind of switches a little bit. Of course, we get in less shorts and we look for longs. We look for areas where the longs would step in and not come back. Very high risk to rewards and short stops. So we're at 5. We took a loss, right? This was a pretty heavy loss, right? It was I was down about 300, I believe, on micros. So I was down about 300, and we made it back with one good trade. And I like what's happening. However, we got another S&T. Yeah. Would that be considered an S&T? I don't know. Because it's internal price action. Yeah, we might just go now, honestly. Again, price action is a little strong, you know. I like that it came to grab a low before it actually started. So that could indicate, you know, a more biased price action. They both grab liquidity. We do have VWAP. Ooh, look at that. Look at those lows. That VWAP. Yep. Looks like we're gonna come down again. We might take also these lows, right? It's a little too perfect, right? This being a breaker, right? Have the trend breaker. Yeah, I'm always hesitant to trade the clean breakers because so many people know about the breakers, right? You basically don't want to do what everyone else is doing, right? Because the masses are average. You don't want to be average. You want to be exceptional. You want to stand out. You want to go your own way. So what I see happening is some massive shorts taking liquidity, right? Taking those lows. People place their stops here, here, here. So that's why I'm always hesitant. However, we do have the trend, which we could hold, or we could also just, we could also just not go up there, right? And keep chopping around today. I have to always remind myself that that's always an option, that we or a possibility rather, that we just don't do anything. I mean, we had a liquid target, we took it, and then we took liquidity again. I mean, so in this case, right, we have an SMT, and we don't take the SMT, we form the SMT, and we go take liquidity. We formed another SMT, we could take liquidity again, right? Which would be, well, we don't really have liquidity, unless we take these lows right here, which could happen. There it is. There it is. Yep. Want to give the shorts a chance, so we're breaking the trend line again, right? Breaking lower. I think we go lower. If we keep breaking the trend line, we're not gonna stay. Well, we might stay below it, but if we stay below it, it's still bearish, on bigger time frames. Also, we have this rejection, nice rejection, which usually after we have very nice highs, we make a move down, and then we take them later. So I am more bearish. Also, I might just take this zone out. It's a little too crowded. Took VWAP. See? That little target right there. Just touched into it. And it's also the zone, right? We touch into the zone. However, we do have SMTs. You know what? I might go long right now because we have SMTs. Although I am bearish, you know, because we just took liquidity, tapped into the zone, and came back to the trend. Yep, I am going long. I'm going long on NQ because NQ has the higher high, right? So we go with the higher highs. I want to see clean price delivery. My stop is going to be 17. My stop right here. Yeah, right around here. This basing candle. You don't want it to return. You know what? Fuck. I mean, again, fucking price is it's tough. It's moving a lot. So I might just might get in micros. You know. Oh wow. Very tiny. Stop. The lows look the same. Okay. So now I get in with a stop very, very tight. See? Very, very tight. Yep. Nope. It's not what we want to see. 55. How tight is that? Nope. Alright. 12, 10. Yeah. I want it to go. I want it to go now. Go. Break VWAP. Oh, we just have VWAP and NQ. I didn't even realize that. So access liquidity as well. We don't want this to keep chopping around. We don't want it to return. I am going to give it a little space. I'm going to keep my stop right there. Maybe even higher. Slightly higher. There you go. $110. Let's see how well this strategy works, right? No, we don't want it to return. Fuck. Probably should have stayed in. I don't like that. I don't like those fake. Yeah. I'm just gonna stick with it, honestly. Right where my stop was. Although we could see that price is attracted to the bodies, sometimes it takes it, right? So, shit. No. Don't close. Don't you fucking dare close a basing candle. I wonder. $51, huh? We have to look at ES as well. Nope. We don't want to see just one single candle close. I wonder if I'm just being I wonder if I'm just getting scared. We do have a basing candle down there, which we might actually target, right? Yeah. Small loss. Those losses are kind of chipping away though. So, wow. So you see price is attracted to, my stop was not at a great level. It was at a level that price was attracted to. Small. We might not even. Shit. Tiny losses that just chip away. However, we are staying above the trend. You know, I might go into micros and probably target the highs actually. Scale in and out, right? Because we might take the SMTs. Honestly, price is very choppy. We might just not trade. 11 could be a 11 reversal. Okay, I'm gonna get in the longs one more time on a mini because of the 11 AM reversal that we often get. Gosh, might just have a break-even day. There we are. Yes. Just hit the trend. Another wick, which we like, which means it's rejecting. So yes, with a bunch of liquidity up here. Yep. And we see the SMTs. See, yes. Oh. Yeah, that's right. ES is the one that's gonna take the highs because it has the higher high. Shit, forgot about that. You could also see that how higher ES is, how much higher ES is than in Q, right? ES is at equilibrium right now, and Q is slightly lower. So, yeah. Whew. This win should take care of the losses, honestly. So we were at 700. We should be, if this was worth it, should be higher than that. I don't think it's going to come back. Looks like it's going to just leave. That's exactly what we want to see. We do not want it to stall again, right? But like I said, we have to stick with it. Yeah. You know what? Should probably get in micros. I'm going to get in micros. One, two. So one, so two. I mean, the scaling part is just so nice. Scaling in and out of positions, right? That's so ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, that looks good. I mean, so we're back at 700. Yeah, yep. So I'm going to actually, yeah, so I'm gonna treat it like I scaled out of half of the position. Well, fuck. But that was too, that's too fast though. I should have gotten out of the mini at the high, right? Because now I'm in a lighter position when I should have been, yeah. Fuck. It's alright though. No big deal. I also want to trade these accounts, but you know, I kind of when I trade multiple accounts, I make a mess of myself. But you know, I think I'm going to do it. 65 mini, yes, mini, and I'm going to get into, yeah, 1. So is that too big? Yeah, probably was a mistake, sure. Honestly, something like that, I think. There's no, yeah, if it's gonna reject, it might come all the way down here. So let's just go for the non-rejection, right? Trying to catch a not a rejection with a, yeah, I mean, the original trade would have been great, right? Now, have to be careful. Yeah, I think it takes this high at least, right? NQ. It depends on what ES does, honestly. NQ might reject and start moving sideways, and ES might take the high, honestly. We don't know. I would think it takes at least one of those highs, right? I would think that it might not take this high, but at least this one, right? Because there's a big difference. Big difference. What's happening? See, I'm starting to get a little confused. What? Oh, micros. Now we're going to move it up here because, well, at least one, right? 1, 2. Shit. You know what? I don't know if that's the right thing to do. Yeah, man, I messed up. I should have just held the mini, then gotten in the micros, like if I had scaled off. You know? 1, 2, 3. You know what? Fuck. Good trade, but not great executions, honestly. So this was actually something like that, right? Yeah. Horrible, honestly. It wasn't good at all. So then I got in again at 29. Okay. Well, okay. 29. With the same stop. Yeah, NQ might just stay here at this rejection zone. Yep. So I might just, if it breaks the highs again, I might just get out. You know. Okay, yes, I VWAP taking liquidity. Reasonable. I get it. Has a basing candle right here. Looks like it's might reject at the basing candle. Basing candle might hold it. Also, you have supply here. Supply turning into demand for a possible strong move to the highs, which looks good, honestly. Looks good. Fuck. You see? Fuck, dude. Forgot about this one. Wait a minute. What did I just do? Oh, I got in micro? Oh, no fucking micro. Kidding me? Okay. Getting in the longs. Very tight stop for a quick move. Don't you fucking there. What I'm thinking is, yeah, looks good, honestly. What I'm thinking is boom, and then another move about the same, kind of the same, right? Just green candles after green candles, right? Without an opportunity, without providing an opportunity for people to get in, right? Just green, green, green. So green, green. Looks like it's gonna close green. Looks good. You have liquidity right here, which it would make sense that it takes at least this high. You know. So because I'm in micros here, I'm not really that worried about these accounts. I could focus on these. Could take the low one more time though. Yep. Close red. I don't like that. Might take the low one more time. Okay. So time is 11:16. You know what? The target this was the original target, right? So we should have just been out of the trade already. If we would have just traded one mini up here, right? Because these were the SMTs, right? Price could still reject. Although, you know what? I do think price is gonna take this high. At least on ES. I do not know what it would look like on NQ. It either stops right here or it continues all the way to this supply, right? Which is very close to the highs, which, you know, might take both, honestly. See? Very short stop. I could have held it down to here, but there's no point because once price doesn't move, we know it's gonna target these lows. We don't want it breaking below, right? Below the supply or demand turn into supply. We don't really want that. Usually, the trade plays from 11 to 11:40, and at 11:40, it should be, yeah, there should be a trade playing out. Usually, sometimes, most of the time. Maybe not most of the time. What is that break even? Yeah. Fuck you. So I don't know. I don't love it. You see how ES is? Ah, fuck. You know what? I'm going to get into ES, I think. Although I don't usually trade ES. ES is the better one. You know, ES should have been the one we were trading. Gosh. Gotta change that. Look at ES. ES is going to keep is going to not break lows. Oof. So yeah. I don't know what one micro is on ES, but wait. Should it be these accounts? I think so. Yeah. I mean, ES is really the one that has the 25. Improvising. I mean, what's it? Looks so different. So yeah, ES. You know what? It might be 2. Probably should get into 2, right? Yeah. 2, not 1. There it is. I've seen this happen before. ES just keeps going higher. NQ, look at NQ. NQ is not doing much because the trade is not on NQ. The trade is on ES. ES made the higher high here, but not here. This is what we're going for now. This trade is done, right? Like I said, NQ might be moving sideways. Look at the difference. It's a big difference, right? I think ES is not going to break lows. These lows that they're forming, I'm gonna leave it in. So the actual trade will look something like that, right? Yeah, there it is. Boom. Yeah. And now we watch the trade play out. Also, I'm going to 2 micros here also. It's a good trade, man. It's a good trade. Yeah, it's a good trade. Usually, I would just stick with one account. Gosh. 250. Actually, that's, you know, it's not a lot. It's very close to the lows. Let's see if we were right. I'm so nervous, but yeah, if we end the day like this, it's good, I guess. It shouldn't break the low. I don't think it breaks the low. I've seen it. And Q broke the low. Yeah. Yeah. Also, if we had just gone in on ES, would have been way better, right? ES at lunch reversal. Look at that. You see, it played out. It played out. I think I was a little too scared. Actually, look at NQ. NQ is actually going downwards. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, yeah. It's very important that we get on the right one, because it might, crazy stuff might happen like that. I don't know why I'm so confident in this trade. I think I've seen it a lot. I've seen it happen. We'll see, honestly. I should just stop talking and let the trade play out, right? Yeah. Yeah, this one was a bad entry. That's all. No way. Are we getting stopped? Oh my god. I was wrong. Wait. We didn't get stopped. I just want to know if I was wrong. If I was wrong, we learned from it. If I was right, I guess we learned from it too, right? We note it. Make a note. We'll probably get stopped out though. I'm ready for it. But hey, you know what? I think it was a good trade. I think it was a good trade. Look at that. We have not gotten stopped yet. It's 11:28. Again, what I said was from 11 to 11:40. That's usually a macro, and a trade happens. Sometimes, right? You don't go looking for it, but if the possibility of a trade playing out is there, and this is from 11 to 11:40, that's just a confluence, I guess, right? You don't go looking for it. You don't go waiting till 11 to take a trade. You 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 first have to have many more reasons why price should go to a target, right? I'm so stressed. You know what makes me feel better? Reading the Dow. Reading the Dow always makes me feel much better. Dow. Where did we leave off, actually? We were reading it the other day. You know what? You know what would be cool? If I just don't look at the trade till 11:40. 10 minutes without looking at the trade. You know what? I think I'm going to do it because you know it's a practice. It's practice of detaching from the outcome and focusing on the process, on the present, right? Self or wealth? Which one is more precious? Gain or lose? Which one is more painful? Look at that. That's exactly what I was just saying, right? He who is attached to things will suffer much. He who saves will suffer heavy loss. A contented man is never disappointed, right? So let's practice being present, being okay with with the fact that we get the opportunity to trade, right? I'm literally sitting in my room, clean. I used to be a plumber. I used to get full of shit. Just sit with the fact that that if we're doing this, right, we are extremely fortunate. This is an amazing opportunity, honestly. I mean, we literally just seems like we're just making money out of thin air, you know. The amazing things that come with trading. I mean, you get the location freedom. I'm trading from my room. I don't have to go anywhere. You get the time freedom. We could be done for the day very soon. And you get the last one, I guess, which would be financial freedom. But again, it's very important to not be attached to this trading thing because I mean these words are absolutely true. He who is attached to things will suffer much. He who saves will suffer heavy loss. A contented man is never disappointed. He who knows when to stop does not find himself in trouble. He will stay forever safe. I mean, very, very wise words. And this was written, I believe, 200 years before Jesus. 30 years BC, I think. Great accomplishment seems imperfect, yet it does not outlive its usefulness. Great fullness seems empty, yet it cannot be exhausted. Great straightness seems twisted. Great intelligence seems stupid. Great eloquence seems awkward. Movement overcomes cold, but stillness overcomes heat. Wow. That's really something, huh? Movement overcomes cold, right? Heat would be heat overcomes cold, but what overcomes heat? Stillness. Stillness is the nature of the universe. Stillness is your key to set things in order in the universe. Wow. That's really something to think about. When the Tao is present in the universe, the horses haul manure. I really don't know what that means. When the Tao is absent from the universe, war horses are bred outside the city. There's no greater sin than desire, no greater curse than discontent, no greater misfortune than wanting something for oneself. Therefore, he who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. That's something, again, very important. Many people that would be considered a success, are they're not happy, they're not content inside. So it's very important to not base our contentment on outside forces, you know. Very important to not be attached to feelings. Don't be attached to the praise of people. Don't be attached to the money, to the fame. Don't be attached to anything outside of yourself. Be content with nothing. Be content in the present. Don't live in the future. Don't live in the past. Just stay present. Realize what a gift this life is. I mean, that we get to experience it is so weird. Life itself is so weird. So unusual. Yet we are here. We experience it. So just be content with the fact that we are here. That does not mean that you cannot strive, right? Growing is the natural state of the universe. So as human beings, we are inclined to grow. However, we can strive, we can grow without attachment, without dependence on the future. We could do that. And that is the way, I believe, to strive to grow without attachment on circumstance, right? We are not worried what is going to happen. However, we do try our best. That is probably the best philosophy I've ever encountered so far. I mean, it's amazing. The Dow and trading just, it's crazy, right? Because you wouldn't think it's a trading book, but it beats any trading book out there. Of course, you have to be at a certain stage of your trading career, I believe. But you get to a point where, like I was saying, I actually see it. I didn't know I could see it here. 62. Imagine if we got stopped out. It's almost 11:40. I think I might just check it at 11:38 because it's not perfect. And I left the what would we call it? The stop loss, right? So if it hits profit and it comes back, which it might, it often does, then we might be fucked. It might be fucked. 6,064. So it is going up. Imagine we got stopped out. How would that make me feel? It is such a relief to not be attached to things. You just let things happen. And you're not attached. So that's a very important thing to practice, honestly. Honestly, I might just wait till 11:40. because I think that practice of detachment is better. It's worth more than a single trade, right? It's actually going down. Anyways, it is what it is. Without going inside, you may know the whole world. Without looking through a window, you may see the ways of heaven. The further you go, the less you know. Thus the sage knows without traveling. He sees without knowing, or he sees without looking. He works without doing. In the pursuit of learning, every day something is acquired. In the pursuit of the Tao, every day something is dropped. Right? That's very important. Fuck. I did have a feeling. Let's see. At 35. Yes, took the lows. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised. Is it possible that ES pumps again? Is that possible? It went all the way up here. Wow. So, yeah, no. It looks like it would reject, right? It's at his own. I might get in again. I might start looking to get in at this basing candle right here, where they stop. You know, it's still at that zone. See, if it which account was this? Okay. Okay. Then we go on this one, right? By 1 by 2. So 1. Sell 2. So 1, sell 2. Yep. So I was correct, right? I shouldn't have traded these accounts. Should have just traded one. It's hard to trade two individual, right? To treat them individual, right? These would be like trading two accounts. I have to switch back and forth. It's not good. And the reason why I had two accounts, so this account is about to be done for the day, right? Matter of fact, done, period. Oh my god. I wonder if this trade is still valid. No, it's not. It is what it is, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. 1, 2. Did we make a mistake? Let's think about that. Did we make a mistake in going long again? This could be, I hate to say it, but this looks like it was a breaker, right? Relative equal lows, stops people out, then it continues higher. Let's look at NQ. These accounts, honestly, 300. I might trade these accounts. Yeah, I might trade them. I think they're too bad already, you know. It is what it is. I do want to see if I made any mistakes with those accounts. Okay. Should we give it another chance? No, it wasn't in Q. Fuck. It was yes. I should be getting in the other accounts as well. So, okay, so yeah, will probably be the last trade for this account, so I'll set it and forget it. Fuck. Dude. I think I was right. Should have gotten in down there. Right? Sell and sell. Is this a mistake? Nope. You know what? Okay. Stop is going to be right here. Depending on what price does, we move the stop, right? Drastically. Because if it breaks the highs, we don't want it to be like a breaker, like a box setup, right? We want it to go. Although this is ES, and I'm not really sure how ES works. ES is less liquid than NQ, but see here, whereas liquidity and price does come to the breaker, to the body, right? So it could come to this candle right here. We'll see, honestly. If it comes all the way up here, we definitely don't want it to come back, right? But if it's going to reject off this breaker, then I think it would do it without breaking these highs, right? Definitely without breaking these highs. If it breaks these highs, then we could move the stop way up, you know, and so that it doesn't touch the breaker. Look at that. We might be able to save the account. So this was a mistake. It was too perfect. Yeah. It was also perfect on NQ. I should have seen NQ. Honestly, I don't trade ES. It's probably been months since I don't trade ES. I should have looked at NQ. On NQ, I would have known that those lows were gonna get taken, and I would not have gotten in, and I would have saved a loss. But dude, it is what it is. We learn. We learn from it. No reason to be bummed out about it. Okay. The 1140 thing did not work. So that's why you don't base your trades off price alone. Now around 12, that usually works very well, right? And what I'm saying is around 12, price usually slows down and it stops. It's 11:51. I see it coming to the highs and stopping and probably retracing again, right? Or probably just stopping up there, honestly. So look at this. This trade has gone. I'm going to stick with it. I mean, it looks good, honestly. Broke the highs. What did I say I was going to do? Move it all the way up here. Wow, look at that. I'm going to start getting out, probably. Yep. That's a good one. This one is, yep. You know, it's still a long way, right? So one, just to have them divided. Yes. It could come all the way up here. So it's about I would be missing out on a lot of profit is what I'm saying. So it's about half, so 400. Yeah. So I'll be missing out on about $400. I always get so nervous when it's so close to stop. But listen, the trade did work. The executions were not good. Honestly, this is how I look at life. This is a philosophy that helps me. This is just a test. Everything is just a test. Don't worry about anything. You're being tested. You're being tested. Don't worry. You're good. Okay. I'm gonna get out of that because just to have a clear mind. Boom! Yes, sir. You know what? We still ended up at 700, which is it is what it is, and break even right here. So yeah. Let's talk about a couple of things. Okay. It's actually hasn't even hit the profit target. I got out around, no, well, 71, not bad, you know. That's why I got out. Honestly, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. I know for sure that it's going to hit those highs because it's the SMT. But oh damn, and ES also is going to take this high. We were right about everything except the 1140 thing. Wow. Well, I'm happy. I am not happy. I am glad that we I'm glad that we got stopped out and we learned a couple of things. This trade was good. Honestly, it was good. You know what? Why don't we write it down, right? SMT had the high supply price might sweep them. So look at that. I wrote that around here, I believe. So now let's start the actual journal, right? It's 12. I don't trade after 12. I don't like the price action after 12. 700, not bad, honestly. Well, that's not great, but we took losses, right? We took some losses. One unnecessary loss, which, wait, did we take the loss on both accounts? Yes, we did. What about this one? You know what? That would have been an opportunity to re-enter, right? Oh wait, never mind. It's already too late. Well, yes. If it comes down, I'll re-enter because it's just an opportunity. But it won't. It's 11:58, and it's very close to the target. Price. This is becoming very predictable. I've seen this happen many times. Boom, basing candle. Price takes the basing candle, forms a low. Price comes to the low, takes the low, immediate. It invalidates this candle, right? Equal length. and takes a high. So it stops a few people out here. Price is so efficient at what it does. Now, it might take the lows one more time. However, I don't usually go for those trades unless it's unless I'm trying to save an account or something like that. But yeah. Whew. Man, my mind is so when you work out, right, you get tired and you sleep, right? You take a rest and you take a nap or sleep to rest the body. But when you I don't know what to do when the mind is tired. Like, my mind is exhausted. It's a weird feeling, right? Because it's not physical. My mind is exhausted. So I don't know what to do to make it rest. To make it a rest. I guess just breathe. How long have you been going? 86 minutes, goddamn. This one is pretty long. I'm going to, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break. Actually. This will help me relax a little bit, I bet.
Are you ready to see your brand on TV? Your competitors will wish they had known about Vibe. With Vibe, you can know.
back. Now let's talk about the mistakes, the things that went right, things that went wrong, and what we could improve on. So, what I'm going to do is pull out the double chart. This is going to be in Q because I thought the market was in Q, I believe. So basically, just copy this and place another text over here. So one mistake was getting into the longs on NQ. The higher high was put on yes, right? On yes, making the valid that are taking the SMT, the internal SMT. But when you press after the internal SMTs were taken, the next trade to the AM highs or SMTs should have been on yes. The first stop was valid. The second trade stop out was not. Clearly price was going to take the lows one more time before the move up. Noob mistake. There you go. That's it. That's really it for today. I mean, guys are just my future self. If I ever rewatch these lives, I've come very far. I've come very, very far. The technical aspect of things. I mean, I have it mastered, I guess, already. Pretty much mastered the technical aspect of things. It's really just mental. The challenges that I'm facing are just mental, to be honest. Just risk management, knowing when to stop, knowing when to continue. I think the biggest thing would be knowing when to not do anything. It sounds crazy, but you know, as a trader, you know, you want to press buttons, right? You want to make the money, you want to make the trade, you want to be exposed to the you want to be exposed to opportunity. You get into a trade thinking that it could go your way and you could make money, as opposed to detaching from money, detaching from the outcome. That's very, very big, right? Detach from the outcome. Focus on the actual trades. Don't focus on the money. Of course, you have to look at the P&L to see if you should keep taking any trades or not, right? But the actual profit goal and how much money you're going to make on a trade should not be. It can cloud your judgment, right? You can start to take trades just for if you want to make money. So now we need, let's see, a screenshot. I think I'm going to screenshot each of them individually, right? So we put it here and there, and we put it here right here, and that's it. That was the trade that I should have taken. It should have been 2 individual trades right from here. Held to the highs, gotten out, switched to micros, and targeted the highs not on NQ but on ES. Strategy is very good. It works. It works very, very good. Targeting you could. It's all you need. Well, I'm gonna say it's all you need. SMTs paired with the supply and demand rules. If I'm going to be honest, I'm very exhausted. My mind is just as soon as I'm out of the trade and I have to do I don't want to do anything with trading because I'm just so exhausted. I'm getting a break. Let's do something. Probably, play a couple matches of finals. So it's a cool game, first-person shooter. But anyways, that's it for today. We learned a lot, honestly. We learned a lot. And we keep getting data. We keep getting data that reinforces our strategy. Yeah. It's Tuesday. And I'll try and keep improving. I know that I have to get a microphone because I sound shitty. I know that I have to get a mouse pad because this shit sounds loud as fuck. And there's a lot of room for improvement. And honestly, I love doing these videos. I love trading live. And I want to keep doing it. I love teaching people. I want people to be a part of this. And I want to show people that it's possible from being a struggling trader. Right now I'm in debt. I'm struggling to pay rent. And I'm facing a lot of challenges. I've been facing a lot of challenges lately, I just want to show the whole world that's possible. And for people who are struggling as well, I want to hopefully be a message of and a little bit of light, show them that they're not alone. Honestly, I would love that. I would love to show people that they're not alone in these challenges that come with trading. It happens to all of us. And if I could help people, honestly, people that want it, because I love it. I'm going to continue to improve. Like I said, I'll soon get a microphone and pad it, whatever. And yeah, and there's that. And 700 and break even on the other two accounts. And I'll see you tomorrow. I also have to find a way to stop these videos because it's kind of awkward when I say goodbye and I'm still alive, right? There you go. Stop streaming. All right. Now we'll leave. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow.